Hi everyone and welcome back to Alive and All. This is Becca. I just wanted to give you guys a quick video about our little daily miracles that sometimes we miss. So today I ran up to the gas station to get my soda. I know, I'm trying. So I ran up, I grabbed lunch for a couple of ladies and I at work. And then I ran to get soda. And while I was standing there, there was a gentleman who came in and only had a couple dollars on him to put gas in his car. So he's probably about mid-20s, taller guy, average looking person, just doing his thing. So I'm sitting there and I got that tug of, you need to put gas in his car. And then I tried doing the whole argue it, right? Okay, so if I put gas in his car, that's going to put me, a little bit tighter in cash this week, and I went through all the, is this guy going to think I'm like trying to give him a handout? All these yucky things that I shouldn't even have thought. I should have just, on instinct, just said, okay, yes, this is what we're going to do. So I went out to my car, or the truck, and was grabbing my card, and I was just going to walk over to the pump because that's where he was. That's where he was sitting. His car was sitting. And I'm like struggling with it, like, really? Here I am, single mom, working a job. I need gas in my truck too, and just not being of a true love-based manner. I knew I was going to do it no matter what because God was telling me to, and I try to be obedient. So as I'm walking over to him, there was another gentleman who had pulled up in his car and was filling up his car. And the young man had asked the older gentleman if he had a couple bucks. And the older gentleman just kind of ignored him and walked away a little bit. And it pissed off the young guy. And he was like, said some vulgar things that I won't say, but then reminded the man that the first thing he did was look at his car, look at how he was dressed, and shunned him. Just kind of like, whatever. And as I was approaching, and I was going to put gas in the guy's car, and the older gentleman stopped. And he's like, he called me out. Sometimes we all need that. Sometimes we need to be called out on our BS. And he had judged him. And he filled up the gentleman's car. I share this with you for two reasons. One, the miracle was... Actually, there's kind of a couple miracles if we really stop and think about it. One, the older gentleman got called out on his BS and probably is going to be more aware of what's around him, how he's judging, if he's judging. Two, for me, it was kind of like my own little miracle because God knew the whole time what was going to happen. However, he was testing to see also if I was going to be obedient by doing what he was instructing me to do. As I did that, it worked out on its own because God knows my finances. God knows things are tough for me, just as they are for many of us. However, it was the right thing to do. And because I was being obedient, this other gentleman stepped in. I hugged them both because, it's me. I'm Becca, and I'm the hugger, right? So I gave them both a hug. The older gentleman, I thanked him, and then I walked away. And as I walked away, I stopped, and I looked back, and I seen the younger gentleman, and he was in tears. He was crying. That deep, I'm so hurt and I don't know what I'm going to do cry. So I turned around and went back over to him and asked him his name and told him I was going to pray for him and gave him a hug. And I told him, maybe you don't understand right now what your purpose is. Maybe your plan has gone sideways, but you're loved. God loves you, and there is a purpose for you. So that was his miracle, right? He was reminded that no matter how hard things are, no matter how tough they may be on us, we're still loved. We're still genuinely loved. So that was my little miracle story. I thought it was pretty sweet. I'm super excited about Joy of June. Like, this is going to be amazing. I've been putting a lot into it, and I've been definitely tested the last couple weeks as far as follow through and, you know, what people are going to think as this next series comes out, because it's going to test the limits a little bit for a lot of us, and I'm ready for it. I think this is going to be great. It's going to be awesome. So, I love you guys. I hope you share your miracles with us, because there are true little miracles all around us if we're not blind to stop and look at them and see them for what they are. All of us were blessed today. Every single one of us that stood at that gas pump was blessed today in one way or another. So I love you guys. Look for your miracles. They're all around us. And we will have the Joy for June series up soon. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be 12 different videos, all talking about the 12 stones of the breastplate. So we love you, and talk to you soon.